As you guys know, I had to rush and get a crash course in managing Airbnb properties. So I'm going to talk about the best book that I read on managing short-term rentals. So stay tuned. I just got that money swag. Best book that I found for Airbnb is Get Paid for Your Pad by Jasper Rivers. I wanted to say thank you, Mr. Rivers, for providing this much information in such a small, easy to digest book. Why I needed the book? I needed the book because I needed to learn as much about Airbnbs as possible because we have an Airbnb that we had to fire the manager in another country. So there's somebody in another country managing it. We had to fire them, find another manager. So I had to quickly learn what we had to look for in somebody who's going to manage a property. So this book helped me out a lot. It's very detailed. It goes over everything you pretty much need to know. It's easy to digest. It's helpful. From this book, I put together a guidebook. I'll put a link to it below, and that's something that I just made myself. And there's things that you just don't know, which you don't know. So this is somebody who had to learn quickly, brave, the great unknown. I was able to finish the book in like a day. And for a book that you finish in a day, you can't pretty much beat it. So if you need to learn about Airbnbs, I think this is the best book to start out with. I would give it a 5 out of 5 stars. It's easy to digest. It talks about a lot of great stuff. It talks about managing expectations and cleanliness. That's just something that was major. Like the cleanliness part, setting a standard for how clean it is, especially now COVID times. It's hard to get people to travel, so the people who do travel to your place, they need to understand that it's quote unquote COVID safe. So we're working with cleaning people. We understand that we need to establish what clean means. What clean means to me, what clean means to you might be different. What does it mean when it's clean? What is something that we could put our name behind and say, you know what, this is actually clean, and something that we agree to mutually. That all right, this is clean, sanitized. Did you check everything off the list? Okay, you did, so we're happy. Okay, you didn't. We need to rectify this situation and understand branding because right now a lot of our branding has a lot of branding from the old property manager. So that's something we have to look to take care of. But that's something we can't really afford to do right now. It has to be something secondary. Learning how to, because we can't hire people right now, because like to hire somebody full time it's expensive because you got to basically kind of pay like twice their salary in Colombia. So we can't really afford somebody like that. So we need somebody part time for right now and work up to like being full time and understanding how to automate as much as possible to have a job that doesn't require as much is like paramount right now. Like to take as much off that person's plate as possible so we can get somebody who is a quality person, but they don't have to be bilingual because the booking platform handles everything. They don't have to answer a lot of questions, so they don't have to be, you know what I mean? So the person's job isn't as you don't have to be a rocket scientist to do the job. We let the computers and the algorithms do as much as we can for us. And he helps to understand, like, because I didn't know they could take free pictures for you, then pro into professional pictures. We have professional pictures, but the fact that people will come out and take pictures for you and that you need professional pictures, and it lets you understand what your competition is doing. And that's half the battle to understand, like, okay, these people who are competing with me for renting out space, this is what they're doing. And it really helped because we're going to focus on a niche where we're looking for business travelers. So that to me meant I said, hey, when we're talking to these people, what kind of internet are we going to get? We can't say we're marketing for business travelers and having, 1 megabyte per second, one kilobyte per second. You know what I mean? We gotta have that's Mike right. That's Mike right there. That's somebody we're managing the Airbnb in Colombia together. So it's real tough, a tough situation. I'll put a link to purchase the book below. Probably the best book if you want to get started doing Airbnbs. It's a 5 stars. It helped in a tough period in time. I would actually say thank you, Jasper Redbirds, for putting this book together. It's very appreciated, even though I bought it and all that stuff. But this is Nick signing out. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys like the book, leave a comment below. If you think it's a 1 star, say why. If you think it's a 5 star and concur, say why. So this is Nick signing out.